know I feel those urges. Oh yes, them violent urges. It's just my killer instincts that are just trying to surface. Voices keep talking to me. They say the time is perfect. Let loose the anger inside and write those verses. I'm out the cage. Savage in the motherfucker, you about to feel all this rage. I'm out the cage. No mercy for your life, put your knife or I whip out the cage. I'm out the cage. I got the devil in my pen, write the sand that drips on the page. I'm out the cage. No one is safe from my blaze. I'ma pray, then I leave them some rage. I'm out the cage.
They won't even see me coming till I run up on them screaming they gon' die. A motherfucker seems to love it when I see the fear is all up in their eyes. I'm on the hunt for the blunt force, trying to keep this going into their mind. Put their bodies in a dark place, see me like a Scarface to see what you gon' find. I'm out the cage, see the dogs on the loose. I've been a killer, bitch, I'm long in the tooth. I've been a winner cause I'm raw in the boot, but the fuck I mean I won't go put a saw into you. And they call me the true sick shit, spraying brains cause they cause me to shoot. Causing calamity, my cause is to prove that ain't nobody fucking better than the God and the true. Ha! You see that shit? All the evil in that sheepish spin. While I'm giving them a sheepish grin, cause the devil is alive and it's indeed me, Nick. I'm screaming, let me in. Like the fiend, baby, let me sin. Ain't nobody gonna stop this shit. I'm a win to go, let them know and watch me win.
You know I feel those urges. Oh yes, them violent urges. It's just my killer instincts that are just trying to surface. Voices keep talking to me. They say the time is perfect. Let loose the anger inside and write those verses. I'm out the cage. Savage in the motherfucker, you about to feel all this rage. I'm out the cage. No mercy for your life, put your knife or I whip out the cage. I'm out the cage. I got the devil in my pen, write the sand that drips on the page. I'm out the cage. No one is safe from my blaze. I'ma pray, then I leave on some rage. I'm out the cage. Then it let loose an apex. 7-year-old little neck wearing latex. Bloody gloves was involved off an ape death. The predator just mauled through their chest. All line with dissolve in their flesh. I'm hungry, I'm starving, I can't rest. But your brother, I'm carving through their breast. The same poetry, the author, the pace death. I'm raging how I won't stop now. When the gauge is out, you get shot down. Evil coming out of the cage, fresh out of lockdown. A demon gunner coming with pain, flames is hot. Wow. Open wigs, giving donut holes. A luau with the pigs, just some roasting nose. My butcher knife slashes through your neck, leave your throat exposed. 6 of them injured and 2 of them left comatose. And I'm just getting started, I'm a grimace artist. Watch them all bleed out with their limbs departed. Yes, they all scream out when the killing started. Because the things got wild when the killing started. I'm out of my cage, it's all about rage, I'm all about carnage. The voices inside, they told me they nothing but targets, so fuck them regardless. You know I feel those urges. Oh yes, them violent urges. It's just my killer instincts that are just trying to surface. Voices keep talking to me. They say the time is perfect. Let loose the anger inside and write those verses. I'm out the cage. Savage in the motherfucker, you about to feel all this rage. I'm out the cage. No mercy for your life, put your knife or I whip out the cage. I'm out the cage. I got the devil in my pen, write the sand that drips on the page. I'm out the cage. No one is safe from my blaze. I'ma pray, then I leave on some rage. I'm out the cage. Savage in the motherfucker, you about to feel all this rage. No mercy for your life, put your knife or I whip out the cage. I got the devil in my pen, write the sand that drips on the page. No one is safe from my blaze. I'ma pray, then I leave on some rage.
Oh yeah, everybody, you know how it is. You know how I do it, man. It's Rebel Joe. I'm coming at you. It's one of those nights where I just don't give a fuck, and I do what I want. You know, I do what I want. And tonight, man, I got a good guy. His name's Jeff. We're gonna get to know him. But for now, for a minute, I'm gonna say, listen, everybody, you know what it is. LSP has been supporting us. We support them. Class, he was one of our my earlier interviews, as well as Insane Poetry. So I got to give a special shout out to them at every chance I get. Congratulations on all your newfound success. Man, I hope to see you again soon. We'll talk soon. Besides that, Jeff, what the fuck?
I'm back. Round two.
No kid. You're just a sucker for punishment, I see.
Yeah, you know, to be quite honest, I think I would tell you the number of views every time I would check, it would go up, and I was just amazed that many people had watched me talk and us talk.
There's curiosity. Curiosity, like, who the fuck's still bringing on this time, man? They know me. I'm a wildlife.
Yeah. You know, I'm a little bit of a wild man. I just controlled those tendencies nowadays.
I know. I'm like the devil on your shoulder trying to bring up, hey, man, let's talk about this. Let's talk about that.
You know, I've been thinking about this since we decided on which day we were going to meet, and to be quite honest, I've been thinking about how I'm going to open this, and the truth is always the best, right? So I'm going to go with that. I really don't want to be here.
No,
Not like I enjoy talking to you. Obviously, we talk all the time.
Yep.
I'd rather not be on camera. I'd rather not be voicing my opinions or reflections and life experience. Just because of today's social climate, I think it's so difficult to speak. You know, you can speak around your friends or people that you know.
Yeah, speech has become dangerous and weaponized.
Yeah, and so, anyways, so that being said, I'm glad to be here. I have some ideas, you know, that I think could help change things. We don't have to get into all those things now.
But we will at some point.
That's what I worry about, man. I worry about it. I think, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Without skirting around and stuff. Okay. I would consider yourself not left, not right, but just somebody that's for the fucking centralized, like everybody help each other and stuff like that. I would call it an old class liberal, right? Live and let live. I don't care what John's doing down the block, man. Everybody knows John's gay. We say hi anyways. He mows his lawn, so we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No, I
get it.
Right? Those days, like we come from those eras, and we've grown up past those eras, and then we've seen everything change before our eyes. That even just having a general conversation about economics or how our government even spends our money becomes a full-blown fucking right-wing fucking attack. Like, holy fuck, like, you're conservative, you're this, you're that, you're right-wing. I said, no, I'm not fucking anything like that. I love my neighbor. I fucking help people. If I got 2 fucking slices of bread and you got none, I'll give you a slice. You know, that's just who I am.
Yeah.
And there's more of us like it, but when we talk about it, it's like, fuck it, we gotta go and hide in our corners and whisper and shit. Look around every time we say something, like, hey, right? So that's why I'm glad we're opening up these kinds of discussions, because with Reckless Radio, I prided myself on being open to dialogue. Like I'm not gonna get censored. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's not who we are.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. You know, as I said before, I think I said it briefly. I have an interesting perspective because of the amount of time I spent away from Canada, and then when I came back, it was after the pandemic.
You seen quite the difference, right?
Yeah.
From when you left, like not even comparing China, but just Canada from when you left to when you came back was different in itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And I give people this example when they're willing to listen to me. So, you know, when I was growing up and as a young man and everything, my philosophy was as such, or my view was as such, is like, if you walked outside as a kid and you did some dumb stuff, your neighbor would come out and tell you to smarten up, and sometimes threaten to boot up your ass.
Yeah.
And obviously tell your parents, you know. So there was always this village.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you went home and you said, "Fucking Bob down the road gave me a boot in the ass," you're gonna say, "What the fuck did you do?"
Right. Exactly.
And then he gives you a fucking boot in your ass,
Right.
for fucking with the neighbor.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, that's where the line is. That's
Yeah.
I get it now. But we learned from those experiences.
Yeah, exactly. So you learn this kind of like social structure, I guess, of like respect, you know. And so, but when I came back, it was, if I go outside as a kid and I do something dumb, my neighbor will video it and then shame my parents online.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure, and I'm generalizing, obviously, and I'm gonna say a bunch of stuff, and I'm probably gonna get some heat for it.
But that's okay.
Yeah,
that's what we like.
You know that, and that's cool, and that's through like long form conversation, right?
Right. Absolutely. This is where we get to say things that fuck up, and so compared to your years in China.
Yeah.
Like when you first went there. Your experience must have been wonderful. You stayed there for a while for multiple reasons.
Yeah. I'd never been so free in my life.
as crazy as that sounds, holy fuck! Hey, imagine that.
Yeah, so I went there and it was pretty cool. You know, you could just. That's behind me. So I got to try it.
Sorry, Rumble Joe, fuck up.
Anyways, I had a lot of opportunities, and yeah, it was great.
Because you hosted a TV show.
Yeah, you know, I wish, you know, and I'm gonna say this again, and maybe I didn't say this before, but being on camera live, especially, goes against everything that's like within me. You know,
He's really coming out of his shell, man.
Like, I've been on camera, I've done work. Obviously, I was on a TV show, right? There's editing, and like I forgot lines, and it was no problem here, you know. So
here's like bang.
Yeah, so here I am, bearing my soul. You know? So, anyways, yeah, the show was really cool. I got to learn some very amazing things, and go through some embarrassing moments. I mentioned that 400-year-old temple that I was in. And they called it the Red Temple. Everything inside was red.
Okay.
So when I walk in, they were still working on it. So there was I walk in there and I'm wearing my summer gear and I've got white loafers on. And I didn't notice there was a huge like a container of red putty. And so I step in it with both my shoes. One shoe gets stuck, the other one gets full. I step onto the carpet in this, like, I can't even say how much this building costs. It's 400 years old.
Oh, fuck.
And
white guys just destroying their fucking traditions and values. And
you know, they say bull in the China shop. That was, that's the first thought. So anyways, so I'm embarrassed and I'm thinking, oh my God, I ruined this place. But they were so worried that they ruined my shoes. And I'm like, don't even worry about my shoes. I'll walk around in my socks.
Yeah, right.
On, you know? So, and truth be told, my shoes cost about $2 Canadian. You know?
Right.
So anyway, so that was my experience in the Red Temple and being on that show. I talked briefly about the bridges of Ningbo in the last time I was on. And so I got to learn about the show was great. Through that experience, you know, something that was quite funny. I got this modeling job and it was kind of, I worked for this company and I didn't really know how big they were until I started working for them. I worked sales for the clothing manufacturers. So anyway, but before that, I met the owner and then I started modeling for his catalog. And then next thing you know...
Nude?
No.
Are you bearing your soul here for everybody to see that there's an ass cheek spread somewhere in China?
Oh, well, yes, actually, but that's a different story. Shoot.
Sorry, I got you.
Yeah, no, it's okay. No, I wasn't nude. It was like, honestly, it was like, I modeled like 90 t-shirts in a few hours.
Okay, yeah.
And so anyway, so I did this for a couple of years and then all of a sudden, I get a message for somebody I haven't talked to in years. And he's in Las Vegas at the airport and there's a huge poster of me from our catalog.
No way.
Yeah. Way. And I'm pretty sure it was Las Vegas, but anyways.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm international. But yeah, that's how I stumbled around the world and got to do some pretty cool stuff and meet some amazing people, right?
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. I have to say.
So keeping with free speech in mind and stuff, we're going to play some Scum and Insane Poetry with Triple MFD Bad Men because they are coming up on Reckless Radio. We will be interviewing them in the next couple of weeks, and I'm very excited. So here we are. We'll take a little break. We'll play a tune. We'll come back and we'll get to know Jeff. Who's Jeff? He's Jeff. He's a man of the people.
Well, if this hell, I guess I know where the fuck I'm going. Best not show any sign to slow me down, or else I'm gonna get devoured by somebody that is younger, sicker, stronger, full of hunger. That is on with a bigger rifle, full of slugs that are higher powered. Ain't no coward, but I sure ain't no hero. Most of your work way less than zero, so just suck a dick and die. Get the fuck up off my way, ho. Make my motherfucking day go. Take a walk the building roof, just please make sure that it's plenty high. I wanna try to leave something behind, yo, that I'm more than grace and all these things that I regret. Just let me please let go these memories so I can sleep at night in hopes that I must forget. I must forget what makes me what I am now. What makes a motherfucker think, what makes me tick. The gecko's click, slug hits me like a snowplow. Or falling break is the only cure for my type of sick. With some bad men, done some bad things. Angels falling from the sky, they got them clipped wings. Known as snuff kings, lepers in your crowd. Type of beast that better not mentioned out loud. With some bad men, done some bad things. Angels falling from the sky, they got them clipped wings. Known as snuff kings, lepers in your crowd. Type of beast that better not mentioned out loud.
Follow me as I take a plunge inside the rabbit hole of darkness. Graphic poems is written from the pain. I know the monsters. They come and see me at night. They are my sponsors. Spark wicked thoughts I can't shake. They haunt my conscience. They speak in volumes of voices I cannot shake them. The dark part of my soul, it has awakened the ancient spirit in physical form. Written, you hear it perform. Risen from Hades just as killer was born. Delivered from porn as sinners performed a dark ritual. Naked in blood, candles was lit in front of sentinels. In black robes that picture the visual of my immaculate conception. Now I'm savage with aggression, void of emotions out the cocoon. I have evolved, now I'm in the bathroom with bodies being dissolved, filming it all. A whole lot of screaming's involved. Getting bombed with them demons is called I am a butcher brother.
With some bad men, done some bad things. Angels falling from the sky, they got them clipped wings. Known as snuff kings, lepers in your crowd. Type of beast that better not mentioned out loud. With some bad men, done some bad things. Angels falling from the sky, they got them clipped wings. Known as snuff kings, lepers in your crowd. Type of beast that better not mentioned out loud. We all got some blood on our hands. We all got skeletons in our closet. And if just like us, you're a sinner, other fucks left to give, better say I am a bad man. We all got some blood on our hands. We all got skeletons in our closet. And if just like us, you're a sinner, other fucks left to give, better say I am a bad man. With some bad men, done some bad things. Angels falling from the sky, they got them clipped wings. Known as snuff kings, lepers in your crowd. Type of beast that better not mentioned out loud. With some bad men, done some bad things. Angels falling from the sky, they got them clipped wings. Known as snuff kings, lepers in your crowd. Type of beast that better not mentioned out loud.
Damn right we're back. Damn right we're back.
Yes, we almost missed that one.
Yes, two stoners. You know what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah. Right. Exactly. So.
Oh, look at it. Oh, we're live on our other channel. Ha! I just tuned into our YouTube and there we are.
Okay.
Right in the top feed, live, man. How you doing? How you doing?
Okay.
Oh yeah. I can turn the volume off. I can watch us watch ourselves. Look at that shit. I can watch us watch ourselves, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, insane in the brain.
Technology.
I know, right?
Right.
So, continue. You
All right. So, I'm on here against everything like that's within me, but I think the main reason is that when I got here, so many things have changed for what I believe to be worse, and it's. I have two choices. One, I could leave again, which I don't want to do. I just got here, right? or I
Right.
can try to make a change. And if people like my ideas, then at least they're out there in the ether, right? They're floating around.
And that's the thing, right? Getting it out there and not being ridiculed for it, just having a normal conversation about things that matter to everybody, or
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that once you travel around the world and you see systems that work, right?
And that's the thing, you bring a different perspective. You're not
Right.
just stuck to here.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been to multiple countries. I've gone through like multiple health cares. And so when you travel, you get to see infrastructure, you get to see public transportation, you get to see all these things, and then you come home and you see the LRT,
Right?
So so I have some ideas that maybe I could get out there, and maybe they can gain some traction, right?
Well, and that's what we're hoping for, because like I came across this video that I'm going to show the people, and it's just we have to talk about it because he explains exactly what's going on with the wasting of money and stuff, and how we can actually be able to fix all our problems here in Canada by just it's insane. You know what? I'm just gonna play it.
Okay, wait.
Yeah. Yes.
Because people are gonna ask, like,
Okay.
people are gonna ask if I'm like leaning in any direction politically. I have to say, I'm like you said, I'm for the people basically, and so I find it hard to have to choose a representative when the politics that they represent
Are just a circular.
are not aligned with mine, and I believe they don't align with a lot of people's
Not the working class.
needs. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm here, and
But
so that's why the video. That's why.
Yeah. But it just goes to explain the ridiculous spending of our government with fancy words and misdirections and smoke and mirrors. That it's like, oh, look what we did. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay, so if to preface this video, I had no idea we were going to watch it. So to preface this video, I'd like to say that if for anybody out there who watches CPAC,
Yep.
and you hear whatever government talk about the billions of dollars they're invested towards certain projects or causes or whatever, then it's. I'm sure that they will do a lot of good things, but this is just one example
of multiple. But he explains it in a way that when I heard it, I went, "Fuck!" Like, not exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to it. It's not an endorsement of anything. We're just saying he explains it.
Affordable food program for kids, and then we found out that there's no food in the program. We found out what the program does. It doesn't provide a single dollar for food. Here's what it does, and I've got it right from the bill. The minister must, in consultation with the Minister of Health, representatives of the provincial governments responsible for health and education, other relevant stakeholders in the fields, and representatives of Indigenous governing bodies, develop a national framework to establish a school food program. So let's just walk through all the steps. Because we know that normally in the real world, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, but there were many points that were unrelated to kids actually having food in their bellies. One, that one minister would consult with another federal minister, who will consult with provincial ministers, who will consult with stakeholders, which is code for lobbyists, who will then develop a national framework to establish a school food program. So I note that the bill actually didn't provide a single dollar to source anything of nutritional value. Not a single calorie of nutrition is funded by the bill. So it doesn't feed kids, it feeds bureaucracy.
That's right.
Trumpeting their idea of a affordable.
Right? So to me, that's just, it's so representative of many things that our governments on both sides of the spectrum, whether you're leaning on one side or the other, these are the magic words that they use when they pass their bills. But he's just breaking it down because he can right now and show what the liberal government's up to. But this is how our dollars are fucking spent. What could you do with $100 million if you were in a position of power?
Okay, so if we're going to talk about food and increasing food costs, I would invest $100 million into that industry directly. Maybe through, well, actually, I thought about this. So
I know, right?
It's not scripted or anything, but I've thought about this, and so I would promote local farmers growing food for us. And if I was in a position of power, I would approach it like this. I would say, farmers, you're gonna want to come talk to me,
my friend. I will not cut your nitrogen.
I am going to make your life easier if you're willing to grow healthy food. When I talk about healthy food, I talk about food that you don't have to worry about when you're eating it, right? So
yes,
so
yes, yeah. We're talking about GMOs. We're talking about all the ingredients and the boosters and stuff because they're being incentivized.
Exactly.
So to do that, so you would incentivize the opposite.
Right. Exactly. So basically, what I'm trying to jump right straight to the root cause, right? Like kids can't eat proper food. Why? Because their parents can't afford it. Why? Well, it's too expensive. So where's that coming from?
Right. Yeah. So, less involved to grow natural food.
Yeah.
And
So
it's more expensive.
okay. So basically, with my idea or this idea, because I'm sure 1 million people have thought of it, because I'm not very smart, So I would say that with this money, 100 million, let's say you do a pilot program, you choose a province, you invest that 100 million in the farmers, in the infrastructure, in the logistics, right? And then you see what happens, right? We're so quick to say like these things don't work, but we're not willing to test it on a very large scale. Right. And I think 100, okay, so I'm speaking out of turn here because I don't know how much 100 million would do in the farming industry, you know, because the equipment is so expensive.
Yeah, but we're saying with enough funding, that's what you would want to.
Right, exactly. So then we can target those areas extremely quickly. Promote farming as a prosperous and worthwhile business. My grandparents were farmers. It was pretty cool.
I grew up in Northern Ontario. There's farms everywhere. That's where we would go to get, our bags of corn and our bags of everything.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're growing close to home, then your logistics costs are low.
Yep.
And if you have the proper investments or so if you have the proper investments in farmers, then they can lower their costs. And then how it goes. It's so simple, right?
Yeah, man.
I don't even know why I have to explain it here.
No, exactly. Right? No, but it's the way our government has become, that the spending has become so out of whack. Like Pierre Poilievre just explained that there's not $1 for nutrition. Okay. Fuck all, based upon the fancy words that they use.
Okay, so
I knew it.
So here it goes, right? Like I'm gonna have to use my life experience in order to better explain the points that I'm trying to come across. So you're probably gonna hear me say, "Well, in China, but the truth is, I spent 15 years there, right?
Oh exactly.
It's like 33% of my life,
and all we get is mainstream news of what China is.
Okay,
right?
So, and I always use this example because like 30 renminbi worth of vegetables for the longest time, and I would say up to, there's inflation, obviously. But they do a very good job of keeping the price of produce down. So, for example, 30 RMB when I first got there would get you a ridiculous amount of vegetables, so much so that you can't even,
So you come from here. How much that actually is?
Yeah, right. You come from here. And you buy your groceries for 2 weeks, and you bring everything, you pack it in the fridge. Well, you buy 2 weeks worth of vegetables and fruit, but you end up wasting it because it's actually fresh fruit,
Yeah.
So So anyway, so for $30, so 30 RMB, just for those who don't know, that's in today's money, that's $6.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, back when I got there, that was probably 3.
Okay.
Right? Or no, 4.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So anyways, but the government subsidizes farmers, you know, and so they get to produce a lot of food, and they do have a lot of local farms. But you know, once again, I'm speaking out of turn because I don't know how the farming and manufacturing of food.
Yeah.
I don't know that industry. I just know that I would go to a wet market and buy my vegetables, or I go to a supermarket, you know.
And the costs are low.
Oh yeah.
They weren't inflated.
Yeah, of course. Like, and you see the difference, right? You go to a local market and you get it for. That's where I'm saying those prices are cheap. If you go to a supermarket, it's still much cheaper than here. But it's, you know, it's more expensive than the fresh markets. Now, that being said, I can't compare China and Canada because in China there's so many more people. So obviously, market dictates, right? So like you have that many more people buying that many more things, the price comes down. The good thing is the Chinese government does a great job of keeping the price of produce down because they don't want an unhealthy population.
Is this what you were talking to me about?
Yeah, A Tribe Called Red. Okay, so I first heard this band when I was in Ningbo, China, and I heard it through my current girlfriend. Shout out.
Oh, you heard it? Okay, you heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, well. All right, you want to kick to it now?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
It's they're pretty hyped, so
Okay.
yeah. They're awesome.
All right, well, it's good. A Tribe Called Red, electric powwow drum on Reckless Radio XYZ, and tonight it's Jeff. Who's Jeff? He's Jeff, a man of the people.
why.
Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. We were muted.
Oh.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Uh-oh.
You fucked up.
How so?
I don't know. I just had to blame it on somebody. I've never had nobody to blame it on.
Are we still muted?
No, we're unmuted now.
Oh.
I muted us here during the commercial break, and I just had to blame it on somebody because usually Wrath of God blames it on me. And
Okay. Yeah, well,
I'm always to blame.
yeah, I leaned over, I hit that button.
Thank you. But no, and there's we're barely even scratching the surface here with our buddy Jeff here. Okay?
Yeah, this is just a short dip.
Short dip into the crazy mind of Jeff. Who's Jeff? He's Jeff, a man of the people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, that's what he says.
That's my tagline.
You know what? I kind of like it because it's kind of like corny. I'm a little corny.
And I met you on a construction site, so
Yeah.
so you've been it's not just like you've had your business in China and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But you actually are one of us. You are a man of the people. You're a blue collared guy. But a blue collar guy that's experienced the world, so you get a different perspective on things.
Absolutely.
And plus, you grew up in the same kind of generations, and we remember what worked and what didn't work with our kids, right? When you said the words "fuck off" at somebody's fucking house, and you were a kid, and you got a slap in the mouth by mom, and then you went home and complained, what'd your mom do?
Slap you.
Right?
I love you, Mom. But
that's where we knew how to draw the lines, and then we knew next time. Okay, we paid more attention. We were more respectful because we knew that we had consequences.
Absolutely. And okay, so very, very briefly, and this is something that I've noticed for a long time, and this kind of came after I finished high school, and it became obvious to me then that the parents had lost the control of the kids through policy.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, then the parents had already lost it, and then teachers lost control in the classroom through lack of authority. And like you said, repercussions, right? So here's another thing we should talk about.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
maybe another day.
Yeah, we'll get into it because I was in 7th grade. I mouthed off to the gym teacher. When he picked me up and put me up against the fucking lockers, it was my fucking fault. Nobody gave a fuck because I mouthed off in front of everybody. So that's what. Okay, even as a teenager, with testosterone and stuff, we society allowed us to learn our lessons. Is that fair to say? Rather than submit to abuse, society was such a way that we were able to learn our lessons based upon consequences and community involvement, man. Because that your principal or your teacher knew your grandpa, knew your dad, knew your uncle was gonna fucking tell him what he did. Yeah. And then your dad's why do I have to hear it from so and so? And that was it. You either get grounded or you learned your lesson.
Yeah, my kindergarten teacher went to the Tupperware parties at our house.
Yeah,
man. There was no messing around. There was really no messing around. And if you did, then there was support. There was trust, right? My parents trusted the teachers to do their jobs. Yes. It was like my mom wouldn't call the school unless something went wrong,
right?
And the school wouldn't call the house. There wasn't this constant email back and forth.
Every little thing. Oh my God.
Yeah. So and I've gone through that too because I taught over 10 years, right?
Yes.
And so technology was the same over there, actually way more advanced. And so we got into that whole thing way before, and having to deal with parents constantly. I've been through that, so I can speak on that. That's another day. We're going to need a bigger diving board.
But that's the thing, because we're coming back in 2 weeks and we're going to touch base on your teaching experiences a lot more and the differences and stuff. And we're going to get to know Jeff. Why? Because he's Jeff. He's a man of his people.
Wait. Watch out, Jeff.
So with that, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. And on our way out, we're going to play A Darker Day, New Terror, which are very good friends of the stations. Jaden Bailey, he's going to be back here. Doing the half cut with Jane Bailey and Rebel Joe. That'll be on January 17th. And Mark Garrett of Evil Creek is the actual guitarist and stuff, and he's going to be on our station probably either the 17th or the following interview with Jaden Bailey. One or two, we're not sure, but yeah, here it is on RecklessRadio.xyz, baby. And Jeff, thanks for being with us, man.
Sir, I'm so happy to be here and terrified every time I'm on camera.
Well, you're doing way better, my man, way better, and never a problem. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Okay.
I am a rising failure, the fear of deepest scar. I walk through holy water, the fear is who we are. Falling corrupted system, I need to feel the pain. Pull back the truth, the window, I hope they die in vain. Scream freedom, scream fear. I don't terror. Another dynasty. Running the face of freedom. Bring the minds of blood. You raise the heart of daughter. Haters bleed the sun. How can you point the finger? You wear the veil of fear. You make that action linger. Another dynasty. Scream freedom. Scream fear. I don't terror. Another dynasty. This life fatigue oppression, the fear is drowning me. Like for the bed I lay in, the solid of the way. This gift of ill redemption, so mighty good and say. How can you point the finger? This thing is calling me. Scream freedom, scream fear. I don't terror. Another dynasty.